Oh yes, finally I have myself a PS5. I know, it's crazy. It's really crazy to have one. Like, if you have one, consider yourself as lucky. This thing has broke my heart 3 times in 3 months in 3 different restocks. It's like one of those things, like if you have the money to buy something, like everything is all set, but still you can't have. It's really frustrating. It was so frustrating. Like I had the money saved up for a very long time from almost last year, and then when it reached India quite late, I think it's in Feb it reached. So I couldn't have it that time, and then just restocks were kind of crazy. Even till now, I would say a lot of people doesn't have a PS5, and it's crazy. I hope it gets better. I had it unboxed, but I'll just show you the unboxing part. So without any further ado guys, let's get started. Okay, first of all, talking about the delivery, I would say this is one of the worst delivered product that I have ever received in my life, and Amazon should really take note of it. It's a freaking PS5 for God's sake, and it is just in this box without any bubble wrap whatsoever. So it was a bit teared up at the bottom, but the console itself wasn't damaged, so I really thank God for that. So finally, this is the box. Let's quickly open it. This is the warranty document, the PS5 startup guide, the power cable. Here's the Dualsense controller, and right off the bat this feels much amazing than the DualShock 4. Especially it's bigger and way grippier than the DualShock 4. Let's quickly get the console out of the box. It's a bit heavy, so gonna be very careful. And this is how it looks, the PS5 in its whole glory. PlayStation logo at the top. At the back you get two USB 3.0 ports, Ethernet port, HDMI port and the power socket. You also get a Sony branding too. This is how it looks compared to my PS4 Pro, and it looks gigantic. Let's check out what else we get in the box. You get the HDMI cable, the USB Type-C cable to charge your DualSense controller, a stand so it won't wobble. So yeah, you get all these things in the box. Okay, so coming to the design, I really dig the design, really. Like, when the first time it got unveiled, I was like, it blew my mind, like how futuristic it looks. And it's really looks amazing in person. I would prefer it like holding vertically rather than horizontally. But it's your choice how your setup goes basically. And coming from PS4 Pro, this thing looks sick. Like, consoles are like those piece of tech which comes around 7 to 8 years. So I think even this design would really look cool even in 2027. I'll make a video about it if I'm alive. So design wise, I would give it a like a for me at least it's 9 out of 10. So I really like it. Some people don't, so it's just personal preference. Performance, oh my god, like performance, it's crazy. Performance wise, it's truly a next gen console. It's fast and it's crazy fast. It's because of the SSD. It's really fast. For 2021 standards, this was a long time coming, and PS5 is super quiet, like super quiet. I think I rarely heard its fan noise. Uh, Talking about the PS4 Pro, it was like a jet. Like, even if I was booting Red Dead Redemption 2, it used to like go crazy. But this, it's too silent, too silent. I don't know what they did, especially with the heatsink, and just kudos to Sony for this. Like, amazing. When you're gonna use this and then when you're gonna go back to a PS4 Pro, you're gonna notice how sluggish the UI is, because this UI is really fast, especially because of the SSD, and the game load times are crazy, especially when you're loading Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's like from the X button you are into the game, you are playing, you're swinging New York City within 18 seconds, and that's crazy, 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 and I love it. Okay, let's talk about games. Games. You can have any power you want, like under the hood, like whatever, how many RAMs you have. You can have the most powerful equipment, the most powerful components, CPU, whatever. Nothing matters if you don't have any games to play on Xbox. But PlayStation games are always the best, and the games it has to offer, it's right now it's very limited, but the exclusives are coming. Now I know there are hardly any. Spider-Man Miles Morales, Astro's Playroom, which is free and must play because of the Dualsense implementation. Then you have Demon Souls, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and Returnal, which are PS5 exclusives. But that's not it. We all know the future, right? God of War Ragnarok is gonna be a bang. Horizon Forbidden West, it's gonna be crazy. It's crazy, 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 and the future looks really bright for the PS5, especially the upcoming games. Maybe in 2023, the Spider-Man Part 2 is coming. Then we have Wolverine. It's gonna be bonkers. Although God of War and Horizon would be a cross-gen because you're gonna even get to play it on a PS4, but if you really wanna experience the really those games in as much as quality and frame rate as possible, then this is it. On this hardware you're gonna mostly get a 4K resolution with ray tracing and all, with super smooth frame rates, so it's gonna be epic. Maybe be it Kratos or maybe be it Aloy, it's gonna look sick. Let's talk about the DualSense, and this guy right here, I think it's by far the most next gen thing about a console is this, the DualSense controller. The haptics on this is crazy. It will blow your mind. I was blown away by the haptics. It's like you have this resistance when you pull the trigger of certain games. This developer has to implement like this features in the game. So I hope like a lot of developers take advantage of this. It'll be amazing to play. Like it's crazy, and I would really recommend you playing Astro's Playroom if you get yourself a PS5. It's just something else. We can't show it on camera, but you just have to experience it, and it's truly next gen. The adaptive trigger provides resistance while shooting a bow or a gun depending whatever game you're playing, but it really feels so immersive. So kudos to Sony for this. It's bigger than the DualShock 4, and gaming on it for a bit when I went back to a DualShock 4, damn it feels so small. I just hope developers really put efforts implementing DualSense features in more games coming in future, cause this feature really has potential. And oh, it's USB Type-C finally. So the only thing which is not USB Type-C at my home is an iPhone. Come on, Apple. You can literally play any PS4 games on a PS5. You can just put your disc inside a PS5, except if you have a digital edition. So if you have a lot of back catalog of lot of PS4 games, then going for the disc version makes sense. But I'm just too lazy to change the disc. So, and I prefer digital games. That's just me, that's personal preference. Now you would say why we should play a PS4 games on a PS5, because it really makes a difference. For example, Days Gone is 60 FPS on a PS5 as compared to 30 FPS on a PS4, A lot of games are receiving a lot of like performance patches. For example, even Final Fantasy 7 remake received a 60 fps patch. Even God of War is received like yeah, it received a 60 fps patch, and a lot more games you can like really play in the highest quality as possible on a PS5. So why digital? As I live in India, PlayStation Store in India has a lot of games on offer, and it's way more cheaper over here rather than buying physical discs from online. It's far more cheap. I got FIFA 20 around 600 rupees, and that's kind of a steal. I mostly stream movies now, so don't watch movies on Blu-ray. So I just saved myself 10k and got this one, and I'm pretty happy about it. But that totally depends on you, and it's better you go for the physical edition if you have a huge PS4 physical game library, because mostly every game would work on PS5 with backward compatibility. Okay, so let's talk about the user interface, and I really dig this user interface. It's native 4K now, so everything looks really sharp. But only complaint I have is there's no themes support, but yeah, fine, okay. But what I love about this is games and medias are like separated from each other, so there are two tabs now, games and media, so it just looks super clean. This is one of the worst things about a PS5, and I feel a lot of people are gonna suffer, including me, because the games right now which are coming out, it's crazy in sizes, right? Like for example, Red Dead Redemption 2 is almost 120 gigs. Even Call of Duty Warzone is like 175 gigs. The new Call of Duty is almost around 200 GB or something. It's crazy, it's insane. I mean, damn, if you don't have a good fiber internet connection, this guy is not for you at all. 825 GB internal memory, 667 is usable, but after update you can install an SSD to expand your storage, but that will cost you around 150 to $200. That's like 14 to 15,000 rupees in India, and that's crazy. I would just pay like 14 to 15,000 my internet service provider, and I would just delete a game and I'll just re-download it. Like this works if you have a super fast internet connection, or else the storage way is the way to go for you, sadly. There's no quick resume like feature. There is a tab where you can switch to a game, but it just closes the game and loads the game again. Like it's crazy. I don't know why Sony didn't do it, because this can do it. It just maybe about a software update away. So I just really hope it like gets the feature. I don't personally use it as much, but come on, maybe like I don't switch games often, but that's fine. A lot of people maybe does, and a lot of people were pissed off about it, like why Sony didn't include quick resume. It's really amazing to customize this plates. You can really easily remove it. You can find any YouTube video to do that. You can just basically remove these plates, and you can customize them, paint them, and make your PS5 look amazing. So, should you get yourself a PS5? If you can, that is. Yes, I would say it's a worthy upgrade over a PS4 if you have a PS4 or even a PS4 Pro, because it's truly a next gen console. It's super fast, it's crazy, crazy, crazy fast, and you're gonna notice a difference immediately once you boot it up. If you want to hold on, you can hold on. Not much games to play that will take much advantage of this console, because even Horizon and God of War would be a cross gen. We're gonna get a lot more exclusives in 2023 and so on. So Spider-Man 2 is gonna be an exclusive. Wolverine is gonna be an exclusive for the PS5. If you want to wait, then wait for offline stores like but I don't see that happening anytime soon. The demand for the PS5 is going to increase and increase and increase. So when you have the chance to get one, just get one. I am really happy with my purchase, and I love gaming, and so for me this is something really amazing to have. I just love my PS5.